We're on
All
here
right,
3
guys.
or 4 days a week, not twice.
Yeah, dude. Like I say, 2 days a week, and that's multiplied by like 6. So, all right. On to recruiting.
Yes.
Again, I'll just pull up whatever you guys want me to. I'm on BWI right now.
Yeah.
So, whatever you guys want to talk about, just tell me and I'll pull it up.
Yeah. I mean, Blake Benton, we can start with Blake Benton since there was a crystal ball put in for him.
Yeah.
He's got other good offers. I mean, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota. He's a Minnesota guy. That's where he's from the state of Minnesota. A 6'3" linebacker, 200. That's a Matt Campbell mold, right? A tall, lengthy linebacker. All the guys on our team right now for linebacker from Iowa State are like 6'4". So they like length. So he'll be a good pickup. He'll probably be a 4-star by the time it's all said and done too. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe I was looking into him a bit. It actually sounds like Matt Campbell directly has been the guy he's been talking to the most. But, which is interesting. Now, that may just be because Deanton Lynn's still getting settled in. But,
yeah. We just got to update.
We had a lot of visits for 27 and 28 class over the last week, which is Benton was one. I think Benton was here. Who else was here this week? There was a good number of folks here. We were talking about that a little bit.
Who do you want next, Brett?
Well, you can pull up. What was the list you had there? Oh, we can talk about the guy who's committed to Syracuse, Stanley Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a picture of him and Matt Campbell. Posted on X. From Philadelphia.
He already looks like a pastor.
Yeah.
He's got to be smart. I mean, he's got Stanford in the mix, right? He's got to be a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's big time nose tackle guy, 6'3", 300 already.
Already, yep. That's what you want. It's good size. We'll take him. He's 87, 88 right now. That's good.
Yeah, he's getting close to a 4-star himself.
Yep.
Yeah, if they're going after a guy like this, it's because he fits. You know, his ranking is meaningless to them. It's because he fits.
He's 2027. Yeah.
Bro, I don't care who you are. Like, if you're playing football in Philly, you're different, man. Like, you're good. Like, you play some real ball. So,
one of my least favorite flips was actually he went to Syracuse. Alex Haskell, remember Aaron? Alex Haskell. We freaking had him, dude. And he was such an underrated prospect for 2026.
Yeah.
And then he went to Syracuse because that's a whole other story. But his dad's the one that was online saying this and that we kind of touched on before. So just nuts, man. I wish we had him, but yeah, I mean, why would he not flip to Penn State from Syracuse, right? I mean, it's a pretty obvious. Like, if you don't, then that's just crazy. So
it would just be money, but
yeah, money. But we got some money for him.
All right, so a couple guys that are here. Penn State will host another select group. Karin Wheeler, 6'5", 245. Marvin Newstop. I think we mentioned him before. I'll just pull him up here, and then.
Yep, Minikin
Johnson. Aaron Maben was in a commercial today.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, they had him on the school spotlight commercial. That's right.
Yeah, dude. Aaron Maben, one of my favorite players of all time from Penn State. He's a big art guy. Like, he's he's a very artistic guy. And he was the, I think, 11th overall pick in 2009. He went from nobody to nobody's radar. Dude, what the heck? He went from nobody's radar to the 11th pick. Like, he just shot up.
Yeah.
But so Karin Wheeler, 6'5", 245. He does not have a rank right now. He's there at Penn State.
Which is normal. It's still early for some of these guys not to be ranked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marvin Newstop,
just hitting the board.
3-star guy, 6'7.5", 268. So
Huge.
he's probably more of like a D tackle, but he's getting looked at by Georgia, Ole Miss.
6'7" on the defensive line is crazy. Yeah.
Minikin Johnson, 6'1.5", 200. So he's going to be an edge guy.
Yep.
Amari Glover. I think we've talked about him. Chris brought him up. Did Chris?
Amari Glover committed.
Yeah.
Amari Glover committed. Now the running back that Chris was talking about that was on campus this weekend, or he might still be there, I'm not sure, is what's his name? He's not really rated yet. Everybody wants him. He's in Pennsylvania. Chris, what's his name? Or Chris Aaron. Crap. Or Chris too.
Who you're thinking of. He's unranked. He's unrated right now, you're saying.
Yeah, he's unrated, like a 3-star. I don't think he's rated by all the sites. Dang it. But yeah, Chris was saying he's the best, and he's like in Pennsylvania.
Are you talking about? No, you're not talking about Messiah Mickens, are you?
No, 2027 guy.
Blake Benton?
No, that's not Blake.
He's gonna kill me, dude.
He just said it the other night, didn't he?
Chris. Yeah.
He just said it, didn't he?
I'm trying to think who you're thinking of, because I know a few guys that were surprises. 2027 class.
2027, and let me find this.
I think he said it in a voice message.
He sent the name too on this chat. I'm looking at it here. 1 second. I'm gonna have to find out because it's gonna kill me. Wait, I'm almost there. Kelvin Morrison. Look him up. Kelvin.
Okay. Is it Morris?
Yep. Yeah. Morrison.
What about David Gabriel?
That's the kid from is it Hickory? Is that where he's from? Is he? I think that's him.
Yeah,
I think he's
Hickory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kevin Morrison. Look, he's only like an 88, but look at his offer list. Like Ohio State wants him. Like he's legit. He's already, 5'11", 175. So I mean,
David Gabriel mentioned him too.
Gabriel Jenkins.
No, David Gabriel.
David Gabriel. Yeah, Calvin Morrison. We need to get him. I think they're looking at him in case Spell goes to Georgia, but it's still too early for us to really know.
He was saying David Gabriel is every bit as good as Keemon Spell. He's just not as quick.
No, he was saying Kelvin Morrison. That's what I thought.
I was going to say, I thought Kelvin Morrison was.
Yeah, because he said Pennsylvania guy. This is a Pennsylvania guy.
Well, I'm up. It was Thursday. He was saying that Gabriel is honestly every bit as good as Spell. OSU is the favorite, I think. His film is sick. That's what I'm referring to. Oh, but yeah, like you're right too. But David Gabriel's the guy. He sent us his huddle.
Okay, David Gabriel.
Do you have to pay for huddle?
I don't know. No? I don't have huddle.
Oh yeah, he's a 95, dude. Look at him. This is for
David Gabriel's
Gabriel
like
George. David George.
Yeah, but he's in Tennessee though. That's gonna be a hard get. That's good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's a hard stomping ground for Penn State. We don't really dive into Tennessee too often.
Yeah, we don't do a lot in Tennessee.
No, it's going to be tough. It could happen. We get guys from Texas, obviously, Max Granville and the boys, but I mean.
But this is what I sent the other day, guys. Case Alexander, they're all here this weekend, probably at the hockey game.
Yeah, Case was here.
Yep. See, Kevin Morrison's on. That's what I meant. He's on campus this weekend. Cool writer.
Oh, he was on campus. I didn't know he came this week. Okay.
Will Slagle was a guy that we talked about before as well. I think we have a good chance with him. I think he was previously committed to Iowa State, right? Yeah, we're going to get him. Look at that. I mean, we're getting him. He's a 4-star. Yeah, he's one of the first guys we talked about after with recruiting once we got Matt Campbell. So, yeah, he can still – I think we're going to get him.
Yeah, and I know some of the 2027 class. I know we're looking good for. We're still in it for Keemon. We're still looking pretty. So I don't know if Keemon's actually going to reclass or not. It doesn't sound like it now, but
it sounds like so. From what we were told, he doesn't have enough credits to reclassify now, but he could possibly do it by the summer.
by summer.
So he could be a late enrollee and come to Penn State over the summer. But if he comes in the summer, I mean, he's not going to play right away. He can work his way into the rotation, but he wouldn't start. Yeah,
he would have to be a true generational talent, which he might be. I don't know.
Which he might be. Yeah, he might be. But I still think with the guys we have who have played college snaps, it's going to be hard for him to learn the playbooks too, right? Like that takes a lot. So
true. I do think Iowa State runs a pretty straightforward zone run scheme a lot of times.
Yeah.
So it might not be too hard for him to get into it. But
then how does he do? I don't know how much experience he has with blocking, right?
That's where
pass protection.
That's his technique for pass protection could be what keeps him from seeing a whole lot of field time. Though you could use him in space though, just because of his athletics, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still think we're going to
stay
get
on this page, or
yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. And just tell me where to go.
Case Alexander. Well, that sounds familiar. That's the one from Washington.
Case Alexander. Yeah. He. I don't know if he's. Yeah, they have him as a 4 now. I was gonna say I thought he was
okay. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. This weekend, there's not a lot of big name guys there, if that makes sense. Like, there's not like last week we had like Khalil Taylor, we don't really have that this week. Yeah. But
some rising stars though. Case Alexander. I mean, top 387 guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely getting him. I think we would if he's.
So.
I mean, why would I know he's like, I don't know. Is he crystal balled for Oklahoma, or
he's not necessarily crystal ball? It's just most people think that's where he's going to go.
All right. Well, maybe not then.
But, I know, and I hadn't heard anything more about. I don't know if you heard anything more, Brett, about Abraham Sesse or Maxwell Hiller since they've been talking to our guys. I know that there's been effort there, but I don't know.
Maxwell Hiller, I think we're gaining ground on. We're going to get him to visit soon, but I don't know what week he's visiting. But Maxwell Hiller is a guy that we really want to get. He was on Penn State's radar before the coaching change, obviously. Maxwell Hiller is, if you look at the
wait, was he on that list?
If you look at the site now, it looks like Notre Dame's pushing for him hard, which is annoying. But if you go down, oh wait, maybe I'm wrong. I think
Dame was in South Carolina was in really hard for him, and I think they've been going at it for a long time on him. But
he's number 4 recruit in the nation, guys. So that's what I mean. We need to get him. He's from Pennsylvania, from Colesville. So how do you not? Yeah.
Yeah, and I know we're expected with Khalil Taylor and Gabe Jenkins right now. We're the favorite.
Yeah, I can't see us not getting both of them. I think we get both of them.
Taylor, I think that they pretty much felt like he's 100% Penn State at this point.
Yeah,
but these are all guys we lost, right?
Yep, guys that we had to begin with. Well, some of these guys. Yeah. Now, Gabe Jenkins is one of them, and I already just told you guys he's one of my favorite recruits in the class.
He's very good.
Because he plays running back, and we're not even getting him as a running back. He's going to play safety or linebacker. So he's just a freak athlete, man. He can play anywhere. Yeah. So really like Gabe Jenkins.
And I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like, dude, we have not. When all those guys decommitted, I was not upset with them. I didn't blame them at all. I was freaking pissed that, like, dude, I knew. I think it was after we lost to Oregon, we started getting guys decommitting. And supposedly there was some stuff going on there where, like Chris said, where maybe, there was some stuff going on where Franklin was saying certain things, and I don't know. But that's, obviously cowardly. But I knew that they were going to start losing guys, and they did. like they did, man. They lost everybody except for Jackson Ford and Peyton. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
2 OGs.
I'm not going to black out.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just I know there's been some movement with Matthew Gregory as well at wide receiver.
That's another guy, right, that we lost.
I think
No,
so.
he was never committed, but he was highly regarded for Penn State.
Yeah.
And he's a Pennsylvania guy, so I think we can get Matthew Gregory on board as well. I just don't see how we don't get him. He top 11, top 12 receiver, right? I think he went back a little bit, top 13. So 21st overall in all the rankings. With the top 20 receivers, really good. So looks like Arkansas is up there. Those are just the offer list. That's not, and that's why on three is good sometimes because it shows you the percentages. But those aren't legit either, to be honest, unless it's like 90 to 0. If it's like 20%, 10%, those don't matter when it's like that. But yeah, Matthew Gregory, he's a speedster, really fast, probably 4.35 guy. So
where do you want me to go next? On here somewhere?
See what they have on here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
What are they talking about in the new predictions there? I'd be curious to see what they're for 130. What are they thinking there? We'll see.
130, we're at?
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're talking about here.
The Midwest linebacker, Blake. So, which that was our first discussion. So,
yeah, it looks
6'3", 205.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more. I think in Campbell's scheme, you're going to see a lot of your taller, longer wingspan type DNs and rushers and stuff. Guys more like Sweat, who, they're just really long. It's hard to get around them on the edge. They're perfect for, especially you see some good teams. You see some good teams that they have that wide wingspan guy, and they'll actually get pressure with the D tackles in those configurations because really your defensive ends are not necessarily your primary rushers. They're boxing in the pocket, and that's their point, is that the quarterback can't escape, and then your big nose tackles will just fold that line in onto them and dump them right in his lap. So the quarterback's got nowhere to go with the ball. The Eagles were actually super good at that during their Super Bowl run in 24. And that was how they kept Patrick Mahomes from killing him, because he couldn't get out of the pocket. And they would just box him in, and then those big guys up front would just push the line right back into his lap and knock him to the ground. So,
dude, Brett, I know you want Mendoza, but man, I don't know about him, dude. I don't know about him. I think if you get some pressure on him, he's like pretty much guaranteed to go number one at this point. And again, like he doesn't like overly impress me, man. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
He throws he makes good decisions and throws a really good ball.
Yeah, he's got the it factor for 100%.
Yeah. His mobility as just out of the pocket isn't fantastic. No.
No, but NFL guys he would have trouble running away from.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, dude, they should have had the Heisman ceremony in the end zone at Penn State, because that's where he won the Heisman Trophy. It was
in a lot of ways.
His Heisman moment was against us. He has that it factor. So, I mean, the Raiders suck. So, like,
it's a rough place to start.
It's a painful experience. Now, if Dante Moore was going out this year, but he's not, I would actually probably take Dante Moore. He's really good. I mean, he's a good quarterback. So, but I think he's being smart because he's young. So he wants to stay.
Dante Moore is another guy that has that it factor. I mean, anybody that comes into Beaver Stadium in a whiteout at night and wins, like, and
he throws a really good ball down the sideline.
Pat Kraft in that audio, he's like, the QB was effing shaking in overtime. I'm like, yeah, man, I'd be shaking too. Holy crap.
Yeah,
like I'd be doing more than shaking. Like
it's like I'm pretty sure the stadium was making him shake because it was so loud in overtime.
Yeah, the stadium literally makes you shake. Like helmets rattle on your head. Like that's how loud it is. Like that's like I was on the field during Alabama in 2011 for a little bit. The field, the field moves.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the stadium, man, and it's loud, like you think it's gonna like cave in. Like that's how it's insane. Like how that's some engineering, man. Like how they keep that thing from falling down. Like cool. Holy crap! Cool. Like that's how loud it is. No joke.
I will say, if I was picking a quarterback in this draft, I might actually take Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah, because he got denied. He can't stay, right? So I think they were taking it to court, but I don't know.
Like this draft, I don't think is super strong personally, but no, Trinidad Chambliss, I could see him being a numbers guy who could produce like Dak Prescott kind of guy. I could see him being able to do that. So,
dude, he improvises like Lamar Jackson, but he doesn't run like Lamar Jackson, but he can still run like and make things happen. So he reminds me of Lamar Jackson.
I can tell you, I would also maybe, if I was a team that thinks I'll need a quarterback in a couple of years, you could maybe talk me into late picking Garrett Nussmeier somewhere.
Yeah.
If I know I've got time to work on him just because of what he can do in his physics.
Brian Kelly ruined him because Brian Kelly's garbage. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute just trash of a person.
Dude, there's so many possibilities. I heard Aaron Rodgers coming back for the Steelers. Not to change the subject, but Nussmeier reminds me a little bit of Will Howard. And I guess Will Howard is like really promising. I don't know. But like the Steelers, like fans are like, dude, this sucks. We're not going to win a Super Bowl. It's like, yeah, no kidding. Like we didn't have a shot before that. We've been in down years for years now. Now we have a shot to either get a high draft pick or win a Super Bowl. Like we at least have a chance either way. Like Penn State has a chance of not being like the same song and dance every year. So Penn State could either be really bad, which I don't think happens, but we have a shot at winning a national title, 100%. We have a shot at rebuilding this thing. The Steelers have a shot at finally getting a top 5 pick and then maybe getting a franchise quarterback. I don't know. But like, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I always get irritated when people tell fan bases. I don't care what fan base you are. When people tell fan bases, "Oh, you should just be fine with your lot in life." And I'm like, what are we talking about? This is a competitive sport. The point is to win. You're supposed to always be trying to win. Like,
the Super Bowl.
How are you going to tell somebody to just be satisfied with their lot? That's the point of competition. You compete. Like,
bro, the fact that Frankie Boy was always like, I don't mean to interrupt you, Aaron, but the fact that Frankie Boy was always like, a lot of programs would kill to be in this position. It's like, oh, dude, like you seriously you don't get it, man. Like you don't get it. Like, oh,
dude, the fact that I landmarked Notre Dame and Frankie Boy is just outstanding. I'm having a killer year. Like this is a good.
Everybody's saying Notre Dame. Jim Rome. I said I was suing Jim Rome because he had Notre Dame on his one title, but first of all, the fact that you say that. And then it's like, but Franklin, it's Penn State though, bro. Like, you don't get it, man. Like, not every Penn State is Penn State. It's one of one. So the fact that you say, yeah, a lot of programs would kill to be in this position. Yeah, they would kill to have your job because Penn State is Penn State. Like, that's like, oh my God, man.
Yeah. Well, like Aaron, if you see the internet, like everyone is saying Notre Dame now, and they were not saying it before. I don't know what happened, but it exploded. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's because they suckered out of their bowl game, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, "Oh wow, you guys are lame."
well, the point is, Brett called it way before, and Brett had Notre Dame on his thing, you know, his title there. Shoot, hold on. He had Notre Dame like at his name. Yeah, excuse me. And my dad one day, my dad always, he'll be like, "Oh, did you hear what Brett said? That was hilarious." And I'm like, "What?" And then he tells me, and like I always miss it. Like he started calling, he had but the one day Dad's like, "Oh, Notre Dame, look at that." I was like, "What?" And I saw it, he had it written.
That's my name.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And then
my name.
And then I started calling Julian Sandlord Farquad, but Brett and I, we got like, when we need a nickname, we come up with it. So, bro, that's the thing. Like, I want to make Notre Dame merch, but I also don't want to be assaulted. So,
Yeah.
But if I make Notre Dame merch, it's gonna have Mark Lesko podcast right on there, so everyone knows who said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're taking full responsibility, not for the trademark, just so we know, so everyone knows this is who's saying it, this is who made it. So you have a problem, talk to them. But Lisa's back. If he walks like a duck, yeah, they walk like wounded ducks, with one foot. Better than Dan Lanning though. Those ducks in Oregon right now, a bunch of weirdos, man. They're like doing donuts on the lake because they're changing the logo. They're all.
Are they messing with their logo?
Huh?
Are they going to mess with their logo?
No, I said they're changing their logo to snowflake, because it looks like, snow.
Man, yeah. That's another one like but you talk about like teams that can't get over the hump. Like Oregon has that problem themselves.
Yep. They sure do.
Their logo is how many national titles they've won.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
0. Tough. Big old goose egg. Gotta get big old goose egg for those goosey ducks.
Bunch of weirdos, man.
Big old duck egg.
Dude, I remember when I first heard that audio, Pat Kraft's like, bunch of effing weirdos. Dude, I almost like hurt myself laughing because it was so funny. Because I'm like, yeah, that's so true. Yeah. And then he said, Notre Dame, bunch of frauds. I'm like, man, of course it was Menace Two Wives. They tried to make the thing blow up and it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of recruits and Penn State, though, I think Katron Allen could be a steal in the draft for a football team.
Oh, dude, he's going to be underrated regardless. Like, because I just don't see him getting drafted as high as he deserves. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they have him projected late round.
Did you see that?
Late first round.
Yeah, no, they have him late rounds, like 5th to 7th.
There's just no way.
He's gonna. Right now. That's the thing. Like Drew Aller,
he should be third round, second
minimum, right?
Yeah,
that's why I said like he could be a steal for somebody.
Yeah, Frankie boy, man. Like, he ruined. Oh man, I feel so bad for this class, man. They were so good. They deserve so much better.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I mean, if Aller gets a good coach, I think he'll be okay. Mentally, I think he just dude. I think nothing against Drew himself. I think he's just mentally shot because he just. Man, once you get a kid to a certain point where he was, I don't know if you can recover. You know what I mean? Like in terms of on the field, huh?
Yeah.
If you get him a decent coach, I think he'd be good in the NFL. Nick Singleton, I think he'd be fine. Katron will be fine. Deny, even though he's a smaller guy, like this class deserves so much better, man. Like
smaller guy, Deny.
6'1", like he's
for an NFL guy. For an NFL,
yeah.
Guy.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Not Deny. Zane.
Zane.
Oh, Zane. I was gonna say Deny's huge. I was like,
yeah,
what?
Deny's a big guy. Sorry, yeah.
How much does he weigh? He's 6'5", 290?
285, something like that. He's a big guy.
Bro,
yeah, he's 285, I think, something like that.
Dude, he is
285.
Oh my god, he's a freak, man. He's so quick. Like
he is quick. Yeah.
Like
I need an edge in the NFL.
And this is just my opinion, but I like I said in week 2, I was like, I'd rather lose with Gronk at this point. And Brett, rightfully so, he was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And eventually it worked out that way. But Deny. And I knew pretty much through the first quarter of that Nevada game, right? Nevada. I was like, dude, we haven't changed. And it sucked. I knew so quick. I'm like, and we left 4 touchdowns on the board. That game should have been 73-11, whatever.
Yeah.
And but the way Deny was playing, I'm like, oh my goodness, dude. He was so quick. He was I'm like, we are gonna have a great season, and Deny is just giving us a sample of what he's gonna do. And it just totally collapsed. But it was offense, man. That's really what it came down to. It was the offense. Like the offense didn't help at all.
Mm-hmm. It was what we talked about before. I always said people, like I used to tell family this every year. It was like, watch the first couple of games. If they come out and play down to cupcakes, then they haven't learned anything, and they're going to be just like they have been. And like I know a lot of folks are like, there's no world where you could see what was coming. But like there kind of was. Like I wouldn't say I saw it coming. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as that. But I could see a world where after you lose the Oregon game and then things go downhill from there. Like they every year they would flirt with losing to teams they had no business losing to. Right? You can't keep doing that and think it's never going to bite you. Like of course it's going to get you sooner or later. Right? It was bound to happen. And to be fair, it happened before. Like 2020, 2021, they had lots of issues with it, right? So it wasn't like what happened this year was not actually that much rocket science. In hindsight, you look back and it's like, actually all the signs were there for something like this. Yeah. You just didn't figure it'd be this year because they were loaded roster-wise. And usually Frankie doesn't step on his own toes to the extent that his pure talent can't just kind of win him out stuff, right? But this year it did because once he lost the Oregon game, he lost the locker room, and that was that one other thing that needed to happen so that when they weren't playing good, they couldn't come back anymore, right? And so, that UCLA game, you could kind of see it. It was like, oh, this looks like a Bowling Green game last year, except they're not going to get it back in time. They'll come charging back, but they're not going to get it this time. You could kind of feel it.
Yeah. I was telling Mark last night, like, I think this year, for the first time in almost ever, our offense, I think, has a chance to be better than our defense because our defense is going to take a little step back. Maybe not compared to Jim Knowles because Jim Knowles ruined our defense. But, I mean, Penn State in general the last 5 years, our defense might take a little step back. There's a lot of unknown. There's unknown on offense, too, but we have Matt Campbell. We have Taylor Mauser. Like, that's just a different story. So, like, I think the offense is going to be surprising people. So,
I said it for years, guys. I said it for years. With Joe Paterno coach team, you knew you could win any game. With Franklin coach team, you knew you could lose any game. Bro, we almost lost to App State. We could have lost to Bowling Green. It didn't matter who we were playing, man. I knew going in we can lose.
Mm-hmm.
So the night before UCLA, I said, we can lose tomorrow. And Matt said, Mark's trolling. That's not true, which is fine. I mean, that's a valid take. And we lost. We got freaking killed. And then I was talking to Brett the night before Northwestern. I said, dude, we could lose tomorrow. He's like, nah, we're not going to lose. And again, valid take. But I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, man, we can lose tomorrow. Yep. And I was, again, I said before, I was kind of hoping we would because I knew if we lost, he was gone. So we got lucky there. Like, we all got lucky. And it's just a combination of things, like losing to Michigan State in 2017, losing to Minnesota in 2019, losing to Michigan and Ohio State in 23. Like, bro, oh my goodness, man. It was a culmination of things that added up, but.
Yeah, and I mean, look, there's always a world where he figures it out. It's just, in my experience, like you look back at the history of football and your Mark Ricks and your Brian Kellys and your John Coopers, they never did figure it out. Nope. So he would be bucking a trend if he did turn it around. But I mean, I always say, like, he's a human. There's always a chance you look in the mirror and realize what you're doing wrong and figure it out. But usually the problem with guys is, like, these are all your A-type personality people. And folks like that, it's really hard for them to stop and look in a mirror and really say, like, I know I'm doing good. I made it near the top of the sport, but maybe the way I'm doing this needs some work, right? Like maybe I've got a lot of things right, but I've got some things wrong too, right? And for whatever reason, A-type personality folks struggle with that. So I think that's why you don't see a lot of that in college football, because most of those coaches are not good at looking around and really saying that, this works, but it doesn't work as well as it should, and it's probably my fault, right? That was why I said, like, last year, I mean, I go back to the Eagles last year. Nick Sirianni actually did that thing. Like they were 3-2. And he looked in a mirror and was like, I'm not doing this right, man. I need to change the way I do this. And he changed the way he was doing some things. He changed who was doing what. And just like that, they never, like, they basically won out the rest of the year right through the Super Bowl. I think they had one loss, and that was because Hurts went down against the Redskins.
Yeah.
But
Franklin was never going to change, man. Like, he didn't know how to change.
Doesn't seem like it. He was never going to change here for sure. He needed to be fired if he was going to have any hope of that. But I suspect he's not going to change.
No, he's like, if Franklin was the captain of a ship, it's going out. It needs to go perfect. And if it doesn't, it's going down. Like, that's it. This season totally imploded. Like, I've been watching Roar Plus, old interviews with him. Quite Franklin is called, with LeVar, and I saw, looking back now, like you just said, the signs were there, man. He's like, yeah, like, we don't pay guys, we don't come right out of the gate with NIL money, for high school recruits, bringing some snot-nosed 5-star kid, and he could ruin the locker room. I'm like, and he said that in the past when Aller was doing bad or Clifford was doing bad, he said, yeah, I don't think it'd be good for the locker room if we change quarterbacks. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about, man? Yeah. Like, he was
and that's the thing, though. Like, and it makes sense when you think about what he's good at and what he's bad at, right? He's a CEO type coach. So he's so worried about the building that he forgets about the field, right? So he wants that locker room has to be perfect, even if what he marches out onto the field is not. And a really good coach knows that there's a balancing act. Like, you can have some conflict in the locker room if when it gets onto the field on game day, it still plays well, right? So managing conflict is, it's part of that job. I used to say, like, in the military, you have to manage conflict too. There's no platoon where you're not going to have internal conflict. So sometimes you got to take everybody out back and let them beat the crap out of each other for a little bit, and then they'll sort it out, and you come back and say, all right, you done now? Good. We got a job to fucking do, right? Like, so sometimes that conflict isn't necessarily a bad thing either. Sometimes it sort of challenges people and elevates people. And it makes them want to be better and stronger and faster. Right. Yep. So conflict is not always a bad thing. Like, having a copacetic locker room can actually be a negative.
Right. Yeah, and Campbell's going to do it the right way, man. Like, he's going to get good, talented guys that fit. It's not going to be the same old. It's not going to be that. So they're doing it the right way. We got Terry. He's definitely being listened to now. I don't think he was listened to before. So yeah. So it is what it is. Again, like, we're not trying to go on a Franklin rant. We're just kind of like trying to compare and figure out, like, going forward, like, what exactly happened. What went wrong. And I've learned a lot listening to those old interviews on Roar Plus. Like, it's interesting. Like, and it's just to compare what we had, what he was saying, to what we have now. Like, clearly we were doomed, and now we're in a much better spot.
Aaron, did you watch the Taylor Mauser interview? Very good with LeVar.
Yeah.
That was good, man. Like, Taylor Mauser just, he's 34. He's my age. Like, just young, very, like, good energy. He sounds pretty smart, knows what he's doing. I liked his answers, and LeVar seemed to like him a lot too. So,
yeah, he's got. I like where Taylor Mauser's head's at. Like, and obviously, we used to joke about this. Like, every coach knows so much about football that they can talk your ear off about it or blow your mind. But usually, what I kind of look at when they interview is there's certain traits people have, like, personality wise, with the way that they handle things. And Mauser has a lot of those good personality traits. Like, you see him, like, the way he handles talking to folks. He's straightforward. He doesn't like beat around the bush when he talks a lot. These are kind of things that I would have critiqued Franklin on, because anytime he went on air, I always said the same thing. It's like, he's a political talker, right? He wants to talk around things, or whereas the guys that have those personality traits you want in an A-type guy is, like, the guy who's like, yeah, we kind of, Like, he doesn't have to be aggressive about it. He doesn't have to be like, oh, we suck today. But what he can do is just be like, yeah, we didn't stretch the field. You know, we probably should have stretched the field. We missed opportunities because we weren't making them play us. You know, we got to fix that stuff. But guys like Franklin, instead, they get offended, right? Because they got critiqued by somebody. It's usually a bad sign of somebody's character if they react that way when they're in a situation where that's a reasonable question, right? So, and I would say too is like, you can kind of tell, you could kind of see some of Franklin's ego in that how dare you ask me that question, like, you know, football, right? Yep. And I'm pretty high up in my job, and if there's one thing I learned a long time ago, it's that because I know so much about it now, I get stuff wrong because I know so much about it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you know too much, and so when you go to look at something that's actually a really simple problem, you want to make it more complicated than it is, right? Yep. And so I've learned to really listen to. You got to listen to intake. My tier 1 guys who are just new, I'm gonna listen to hear what they think, because they might be right. It might be something really simple that I'm overlooking, because I want to put my solutions architect brain to work on it all the time. Yep. And some stuff just doesn't need that high a level of a teardown, right? And so that's a thing where you got to put your pride aside and realize that many eyes on a subject are better than any two sets of or any single pair of eyes that you can put on something.
For sure. Yep. I like how he was taking notes too, like asking LeVar, he's like, what did you wish? That was my favorite part. He said, what did you wish you had at Penn State, or things you would have done differently? And Taylor Mauser, they're taking notes. Like, he's like, I'm going to meet with Kyle Brady, previous tight ends that played here, and have them talk to my tight ends. And he's really great, man. I love the interview. Smart. And he didn't shy away from, he's like, I'm a better football player than Matt Campbell. He's like, I was a better defensive end. He's like, he was good, but I was better. Like, he didn't shy away from it. So that was cool.
Yo, by the way, like, I shared this, but speaking of being involved with students, like, they're at the game drinking beer.
Clanton, Clanton Mauser. Ryan Clanton's a big dude, man. Look at him.
Yeah.
Is that Mauser next to him?
Is in his hand.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit. It's like a little sippy cup.
They're having a good day. Yeah. There you go.
Dude, he throws the can. He just throws it.
Yeah. I like it.
He just smacks the dude on the head. He smacks him.
I don't know about you guys, but I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good stuff.
That's some
man.
real coaches right there.
Mm-hmm.